Edmonton's Market Stats, friends, is the only place on YouTube you can find out Edmonton and surrounding area. Is it a seller's market? Is it a buyer's market? It is a balanced market. And I'm also going to include new home construction. Hey, everybody, my name's Leanna Martins. I am your best Edmonton real estate agent. Hey, and if you might be wondering, is now the right time or should I wait? I've got you covered because I created a free insider market report answering those questions and more. I made it for you free. Make sure you click that link below. So friends, let's get into it. I'm going to start with the Edmonton local resale stats. All right, friends. So these are the things we're going to talk about. Is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? Should you wait? And what does it mean for you for pricing? So overall, what we're seeing is the overall price for all segments of the market. So that's single family, half duplexes, row homes, and then condos. So that's 4 different segments. It's about $445. So if we look at all the segments, the prices are up 8% year over year. So it's still trending. It's still strong as it has been since the beginning of the year, but it's not as strong as it was. Honestly, those first 2 months were crazy. So where we're at for single family. So if you were looking at single family homes in Edmonton, you're like, hey, what's the average price? What should I be budgeting? The sales are up 10% year over year, and it's about $580,000. Half duplexes are around $433. This is actually really reflective of new home construction pricing. And then we're going into row homes. You're around $304. The prices are up, but they're not as much as they were. The condos were not so the first quarter of this year, right? So we're now into May. They were up like 24% which was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for our market. And now it's like 6.6%. So these are the things that you need to understand to figure out, is it a seller's market? Is it a buyer's market? Or is it a balanced market? And what you're actually doing is you're looking at dividing the inventory with the actual sales. So this is the current month. We have 1,845 sales. And when you divide that into the overall inventory, you get one of 3 different ranges of prices. So you're either going to get anything that is under 3 months of inventory is considered a seller's market. Anything that's 4 to 6 months is considered a balanced market. And anything that's 6 months and above. So basically what that means is if there was no more listings that was to go on the market from today moving forward, how many months would it take for the current buyer pool to consume the inventory? And that gives you an idea of where we're sitting in terms of buyer, seller, or balanced. So right now, with those numbers, 4,044 and 1,845, you end up with just over 2 months of inventory. So it is a seller's market, friends. Hey, if this data feels a little bit overwhelming and you're wondering, what about me and my community? Or what about me buying? I break it all down in my free market report I created just for you. I got you covered. Click that link now. Now, this is what's super interesting is when you look at this year over year, you're down 14% and we've got 10% more listings. Well, what matters is the speed at which they're being sold at. So it depends on the segment of the market, as I've been saying these past couple months. So if you are in a segment of the market that is affordable, I'm going to say below 600. I was saying $300,000 to $600,000 because that's where I've been doing quite a bit of business, and there are moving fast and it's competing offers. So if you are in that market in terms of your price, be prepared for competing offers. Make sure you've got a real estate agent that knows how to win for you, can coach you properly and prepare you properly so you don't feel pressure, but you feel informed. And then price points that are above that are sitting longer. So let's move into the new home construction sold map and see how different is it from this. All right, so this is the new home construction sold map. So this is Edmonton and area, right? So if you might be considering a relocation and you're trying to figure out, it's not just Edmonton, you're looking at all the surrounding communities. So I want to make sure that we give you that information. So we got St. Albert, Spruce Grove, Stony Plain. We're going into Sherwood Park, which is east, and south we're going to Beaumont and Leduc. So we're at, over this last month, 156 new home construction sales. Anything that you'll see inside of the Henday is typically a infill. So these are basically old homes built in the 1950s that are torn down and new infills put up. So we've got total, that's not a lot for St. Albert, 5 new home construction sales out once you get into Spruce Grove and Stony Plain. So Spruce Grove is bigger, right? So you're going to see larger sales numbers, but this isn't as much as it has been, interestingly enough. So this is Northern Edmonton here. This is like Kinglet. This is all the Big Lake area, but this is Spruce. So we are at 14 sales there and 6 in Stony Plain. There's just a difference of amenities and size, and another 15 minutes basically west if you decide to go out there. When we're going out to Sherwood Park, we got 10 sales. Beaumont 2. Beaumont's not typically a very fast moving market or large volume. And then Leduc 5. So let's get in and have a look at what builders are actually getting for their homes. Is it bidding up? Is it bidding down? What kind of leverage do you have as a buyer? All right, so I love showing you guys this because it really helps you understand when you're coming in and you're looking from a buying standpoint, what do you have for leverage in terms of your negotiation? So your average days on market will tell you how long they've been sitting, but with builder inventory, it's skewed. It is skewed because they could have had multiple offers that have come in over a course of 6 months, and some builders are extremely rigid with their pricing because there is zero emotionality. They're all business. So if it doesn't meet their thresholds, their quotas, then it's it. So let's have a look overall of Edmonton's pricing to give you an idea of the 87 of the 156 that sold in Edmonton. Builders got 98% of their list price, and the average price they sold at was $525. Leduc, we're looking at 9 sales and 98% at $640. Higher prices in Leduc, which is not common. That's because there was $1 million sale in there. Interesting. And let's go into Spruce Grove. So Spruce Grove is the next heavy hitter. Oh, we're at 21. That's better. That's kind of where I was thinking. So the average price point there, so this is really reflective of my experience and what I know about this market. It's growing very fast and prices are going up, but it doesn't matter because Edmonton's prices are going up as well. But you can still experience some really fantastic savings. I'm still going to say 30 to 50 grand for the same home. And these guys sold at 98%. So you're seeing some consistencies in terms of the sold to list price ratio. So 2% off list price is what that means. And the averages are 544. And then we go into St. Albert. Now these ones you see, they go up quite a bit. Typically, you can be around, typically they're in the 6s, depending on the newer developments. So there's a newer development, which we talk about all the time, and it's more of an estate community. So they're larger lots and estate homes, larger, more expensive, high end. So this is 100%, and the average price there is $670,000. That's because there was a couple $1 million sales in there. And then we go into Strathcona. So that is east of Edmonton, France, Sherwood Park. And we're at 552. So you can see they're in and around the 5s for everything. We had St. Albert higher. And 100% is the average. That means you are paying list price on average for homes in Sherwood Park right now. So let's get in, and I'm going to choose one of these and take you through maybe one of these $1 million homes to see what you get for $1 million. Let's check it out. Okay, guys, I want to do a split screen comparison and show you the difference of what you can get, for example, in Spruce Grove and what you can get in Edmonton for price for your value. I was going to do that $1 million, changed my mind because I think this is better education for y'all. So let's jump in. Okay, for rent. So Keswick is southwest Edmonton. It's South Windermere. So it is a luxury area. There is the Windermere Golf Course down there. There is Glenridding Ravine down through there as well. So you get a lot of higher priced properties as a result of that. So what I want you to do is I want to show you this quickly, and then I'm going to show you a comparable in Spruce Grove and show you the difference in value. So this is priced at $594. So this is about 1,900 square feet, and it has double front attached garage. It's a beautiful build. I like these. This is actually different. I like that they're a little more modern. These are narrower lots. So have a look, 1,900 square feet. Like the interior is very nice. It's new. I like that they've done this. This is a little bit different. This is new, where they're adding that additional island. I haven't seen that yet. They got some open cabinets there. They had a step down. This is a new feature I'm not seeing very often. This is new. And then that's your bonus room. What I don't like at all with these bonus rooms, and this is because these lot lines, you can see that these are narrow built homes. They are not allowed to put windows in them. Boo! I do not like that. But if you don't mind, fine, all good. Then there's 3 bedrooms. You've got double sink, which is great. Now, let's have a look at what you can get in Spruce Grove for right around the same price. So this is Kenton in Spruce Grove, right around the same price. You're at $599. What's the differences? I'll tell you the differences. So this is 2,300 square feet. So this is about 350 square feet larger than the house we just looked at. 1. 2, this is a walkout basement. And 3, this is a traditional size lot. So to get a walkout basement or an open to below, it's traditionally $40,000 to $50,000 more. Cha-ching, that's extra value, obviously. And when you add the size of the lot, that can be another $20,000. So let's just conservatively say you're getting about another $60,000 worth of home and experience just by going out. You got to decide, is that worth it for the location? It depends for you. Spruce Grove has a ton of amenities, so have a look at how large and open and how much bright light there is. So this is an upgrade, the size of this island and those feet in them. I love those. They haven't been doing those. I love that they've just started doing that. And then that's recessed. That's actually great for a desk, just for a little mini desk space. You've got your dining right there. Then you've got your kind of open living room. It does have a fireplace. And they've actually got proper built-ins. It's MDF built-ins. Those are upgrades as well. Same price. That's what you get for more. That's just main floor flex. And then you have with a window, you have, because the lot is larger, my friends, you have light coming into your bonus room, which is going to be your family room, right? That's where y'all are going to be chilling. Now, look at how much more home 400 square feet gets you, in addition to a larger lot, in addition to a walkout basement. They've taken the courts upstairs. Thank you very much. This is still relatively builder basic, but who cares? And then you had a really huge master. This is your master ensuite. And then you've still got those built-ins as well. I think, oh, this is the laundry room they put upstairs. And it looks like it's got some storage. I think I like that. Check it out. A walk out on a lake, on a pond. Stop the madness. OMG. With a deck, there's at least $70,000 more value in this home. I had to show you. Hey, I hope that gave you some clarity. And if you might be relocating or upsizing or downsizing, the market is shifting fast. I've got you covered with that free market report. Get that. I made it for you to make you smarter and more informed. Click the link below. Leanna Martin's your best Edmonton real estate agent. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.